Good morning, BookTube. This morning I am multitasking. I have a party on tomorrow that I have to organise all of it today. I am currently dyeing my hair, eating my breakfast, and cleaning the entire house all right now. So I thought, hey, why not film a review at the same time? So unfortunately the book I am here to talk about today is called And This Is True by Emily Mackey. This book was a bit disastrous for me. I really did not enjoy it. I really probably should have put it down again. I bought it many years ago. I bought it because of this beautiful, beautiful cover. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. This is why I bought it. So yes, And This Is True by Emily Mackey. I didn't enjoy it at all. I know that sounds bad, and usually I can find redeeming qualities for books that I'm reading, but it made me really uncomfortable. It's a bit incestuous and rapey. It didn't sit well with me at all. I have notes. I wrote down things. I'm very, very sophisticated. Sorry. So here's the quote that I took from it, that I would have underlined had I had a pencil. It's too messy. It's nuclear. You're born and then boom, a mushroom cloud. So, I like that. But it follows the story of this young boy named Nevis, who's 15 years old, and he has been living the last 11 years in the back of a van with his father, and they just travel around the UK, just living out of the back of his van. And they're both writers, or at least the dad is in the beginning, very much a writer, and then Nevis slowly sort of becomes one. Yeah. It's a sexual book, but it's not a romantic book. The main character is a 15-year-old boy, and he talks about his junk a lot, and he touches it a lot, and that was unsettling anyway. But some of the things that he saw was a bit gross too. So in some of the descriptions, I was like, God, this is not my kind of book. Oh, and like, depressing. The whole book is depressing. I don't really like depressing. I'm not entirely sure what the moral to this story was either. I'm not sure there was one. Usually I can find one, and if this one has one, I don't think it's a positive one. Maybe I'm just a bit of a judgy bitch, but I couldn't bring myself to like any aspect of the book. I hated all of the characters. It made me feel a little bit sick at times. So I didn't find it funny at all, which is something I thought it was going to have in it, humour, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't get it. Maybe I just didn't get it. Oh, so the writing style, right? I was hoping to say, it's got really good writing style, I really enjoyed that about it, but there's two major things that make me not like the writing style. That is that most of the novel is written from Nevis's point of view, which is great. Great writing, I quite liked it. But then it would jump and literally say, scene, girl on one side of door, boy on other side of door, girl, and then it would have her, what she says and then her action, and what she says and then her action, and that really annoyed me. It removed me from the story, it broke the continuity. I also didn't like when you write in an accent into somebody's speech. I know it's Scottish, and I know they're supposed to have a nice Scottish lilt or drawl or bogan drawl, I don't know, but every time some of the characters spoke, they spoke every time instead of an I, talking about myself. So I'm doing this, it would be like, I'm doing this, and it would be AH, and that really confused me, and I couldn't get into the rhythm of it because I was like, what is he sighing about? Is he screaming? I don't get the context. And then I'd be like, oh, it means I, and that would just remove me a step as well. I don't usually dislike it that much, but this time I did. Maybe because I was already in a negative mood about the rest of the book, but I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into the flow of the speech patterns of the accent. And I was already imagining them all in Scottish accents anyway, because that kept mentioning that they were in the UK, that they were in Scotland, so I knew that, and I just felt like it was overdoing it a little bit. But like I said, maybe I'm just a judgy bitch. That's it, that's all I've really got to say about the book. I'm glad it's over, and I'm kind of proud that I read it all the way through, because I really almost put it down quite a few times because it was making me feel so uncomfortable. I guess that's something for it, like, it keeps you reading it, because I don't know why, I just kept reading it. And I was like, man, yuck, and then I kept reading it, and I'd be like, oh, what? And then I'd keep reading it. It's also one of those books where I kind of had a bit of an idea of where I thought it was going to go, and it went there, but then it went a little bit further there, which, yeah, taboo book. It's boundary pushing, but not in a nice fun way. Thanks so much for watching BookTube. I will see you on Monday, hopefully, if not a little bit after that. How do you turn this thing off?